why job theory is not just another framework or marketing approach, but a powerful lens that has driven breakthrough innovation and transform growth in some of the world's most successful organizations. The marketing and outreach was generic for everyone, regardless of their competence, and the policy and delivery model that served the school was designed to appeal to a typical student that really did not exist. This one-size-fits-all perspective was diminished milkshake dilemma. On the paper, all the students might have looked similar rolled up into one category based on where there was in terms of cost compete. A 35-year-old working toward an account degree needs the same cost as 18-year-old working to the same degree, right? Don't they both need quality education at affordable price?
Good morning to everybody. Today we are going to speak about the second subchapter, competing with nothing. But first, let's remember an important rule, the jobs to be done rule, which means that if marketers want to achieve the customer needs, they have to know exactly which is the job that customer wants to be done, and in that mode, they know exactly which product they need for achieving the job to be done. With this focus in mind, let's start the work about LeBlanc and team, which are all researchers. They research that the students from the SNHU, that's the South New Hampshire University, that the online students and the normal students, which are the students that after the college start with the university, they have two different jobs to be done. So they try to understand which is the job to be done. The marketers analyzed the online students, and they understood that the average age is 30 years, that they manage work and family, trying to achieve an education. A lot of them quit the college because of different reasons, and because of that, a lot has now debts. Suddenly they decided to start the education because of different reasons, which can be related to the career, to achieving the family standards and to the family needs, and for other four reasons, which are convenience, customer service, credentials, and speedy completion time. Okay, but let's understand which is the program that the SNHU offers. First, they compete with the market, which is the national online program market of the school, and with nothing. What does it mean with nothing? With the non-education that a lot of students decide to afford after the school. From the good market position of the SNHU, they went down, they decreased, and came to an enormous untapped potential one. But let's understand which is the program that the SNHU, the South New Hampshire University, offers. First, the university competes with other national online schools, and second, with nothing. What does it mean with nothing? They compete with the people that decided to afford no education. The market position of the SNHU went from a hardly fighting position to an enormous untapped potential one. LeBlanc and team realized the problem of the SNHU, which was policies, structures, and procedures of the university was using, and the way that the university was discussing about financial aid with the potential students. They provided information about the financial aid, in a first time, and then later for a time like 1 year they did not speak about the financial aid. Second one, they had a low level of urgency conversation with the potential students. This means that if a potential student visits the online the website of the university, after that it receives a message for thank you. A week later it receives a package with all information regarding the university. Then the university waits for a call, but the researchers, the marketers, LeBlankin team see that solution like an average solution. For coming of age students, which are the students that decide to go to the university after the college, this solution can be alright because the financial aid is a problem for the parents. But for the online students, this is no good solution because they have a lot of questions about financial aid and they wanna know more information about the online course, so that is no solution. The way of capture possible online students is totally wrong, and this doesn't meet the needs of the online students. LeBlanc and team moved the recruitment and administration team of the university to them in Manchester for growing by physical and structural limitations of the traditional university system. So LeBlanc and team identified the obstacles of the SNHU and understood the job of the online learners, their circumstances, and the functional, social, and emotional dimension of the job they want to achieve. Then, one by one, they eliminate the obstacles and replace them with experiences that could satisfy the job of the online learners. Some examples are, for example, the first one, which are the experiences that customers seek to make progress. The answer is no more problematic reactions to inquiries about financial aid. And second one, 24 hours later, mail transferred to a direct call, so direct connection with the possible student. Second question, what obstacles must be removed? The decision about prospects financial aid package and how much previous college courses would be counted for a SNHU degree. Third question, what are the social, emotional, and functional dimensions? The focus is on how it could fulfill the job of the online learners. The functional is getting the training that they need. The emotional and social is the pride on feelings in realizing that goal and the fulfillment of a commitment to a loved one. Very important is that the SNHU realized that enrolling the possible students on a first class and not in a second class is the first step to achieving the goal for satisfying their needs. And they decided to give a supervisor to every online student, and this supervisor helps the online student to achieve the goals and to come to an education degree. So the conclusion, nowadays all around the world there are thousands and thousands of online learners, and in Manchester also a lot. If SNHU fails to deliver the job to the online learners, they don't hesitate to search another online school, that satisfy their job. So they have to pay attention. The last question, would LeBlanc and team have stumbled into a better way to grow online without asking the question, job to be done? LeBlanc says that he doesn't think so because this gave a first step to coming in the research, and it was a discovery that was really used for looking at what they really wanted to do.
Depth and breadth of application. The theory of job to be done has helped transform innovation because job theory uncovered the cause of why consumers make the choice they do. It's useful in a wide of industry and organization, from the simple consumer packaged goods to complex business-to-business solutions. In every case, uncovering why consumers make choice allow organizations to better create solutions that get higher. We have chosen to highlight just a few here and then later throughout the book to make clear the breadth of applicability of job to be done. For example, nothing sounds less innovative than a cheese company rolling out yet another type of cheese, but Sargento cleared $50 million in its first year with prepackaged, untrading, slight, driving enormous category goals and exceeding $150 million in year 2. Why did this product thrive when the vast majority of other 3,400 consumer packaged goods launched in the same year didn't even survive their first 12 months in the market? Sargento Untried Sliced Cheese was serving a top dairy sandwich without a calorie, fat, and grit, and that come with it. In its 2012 to 2016, Nielsen tracked over 20,000 new product launched and identified just 92 that sold more than $50 million in year 1 and sustained sales in year 2, excluding close-in line extension. On the surface, the list of breakthrough winners might seem random. International Delight Iced Coffee, Hershey Reese Minis, and Tidy Cat Live, to name just a few, but they have one thing in common. Every single one of them nail a poorly performed job to be done.
Job in B2B world, I will talk about Franklin Covey Company. First company revenue was $539 million in 2000, but in 2009, after sale of business, it was down to $130 million. Over the course of 3 years, Bob Whitman, the company's former chairman of the board, who had assumed the role of CEO, personally visits nearly 400 existing and potential customers for the company line of B2B. When CEO was visiting other companies, he was hearing the same thing over and over from the people buying Franklin Covey products. The biggest challenge was getting line leaders and other influencers within the company to recognize what they did in learning and development was mission critical. But they hadn't always been able to connect the work they were doing to the same thing that business leaders would recognize as helping them achieve their objectives. These HR and learning professionals want their work to matter and to be acknowledged. That leads to years of reworking, rethinking, and repositioning all of Franklin Covey offering allow its customer key job to be done. It is been very important part of how we think about everything, CEO said. In the beginning, they were selling cars, hand calling to the chief human resource or learning official. Now they sell to subscription that provide customers with nearly unlimited access to all its course and content. Franklin Covey is provider of time management training and assessment service for organizations and individuals. Franklin Covey also sells entire process and experience gear towards satisfying a particular job to be done. At high level, the offering group allow various categories of jobs. For example, leadership, execution, customer loyalty, sales performance. But under each of those categories are offering aim at specific jobs to be done, jobs that are measured in business outcome. For example, after being hired by major information technology equipment company to help improve sales, Franklin Covey created an offering that not only includes training but also includes stationing a full-time coach at a silent equator to ensure that the process improves work adhere to for or sell prospect above 500 million. A company doesn't get a lot of at-bat with the contact of the site. Whitman said, so we own the outcome with them. Their deliverable is really a process. It is not a product. After being hired to sell, Franklin Covey offered not just training but also coaching. How did innovation change Franklin Covey? It is changed the way they thinking about competing. It is not long competing against about other companies who will get more jobs. It is competing against yourself, your own company. He wants to say that his company always need to be better than its what to compete. You get advantage against other company, competitor, not only by understand customer, but if you create experience that customer want. In 2015, their revenue was 220 million.
Intuit co-founder Scott Cook was early adopter of job theory, which brought about the project customers see in particular circumstance. Furthermore, this theory helped Intuit launch the widely successful QuickBooks accounting software for small business market and has guided the company innovation study decided. Quicken did not allow smaller business customers to do a whole host of things to the other successful business software on the market already did. However, it turned out that accounting software was the last thing these people want. They just want to have the customer the financial mechanics were operating efficiently. Therefore, Quick can identify the difference between attached and genuine struggle. So, this business owner needed to understand the complexity of recognized standards of accounting. It's become clear that Quicken is competitor were not to the other sophisticated accounting but rather the decision whether to hire another person just to do the work, figuring out how to construct use one those general software product available. QuickBooks quickly become the global leader in online accounting software. While competitors were focusing on making improving to product on dimensions that are irrelevant the customer action job to be done. Improvement on such dimensions do not cause the customer to pull that product to do his life. In the meantime, Cook and his team focus on job customer were trying to do, and when customers find the right product respond to their job to be done, they're often willing to pay more. So all they have to do focus is solving the customer struggle. With the deep understand of theory, organizations have to ability fundamentally change the way they innovate and grow. In addition, an organization had to build the right set of experience in how customers find, purchase, and use your product or service. Experience you enable to your customer make the purchase they want to make, and a product that they have to design specifically to fulfill a well understood job to be done. Although you go into the skin your customer to be see the world through her eyes, and for too long company have accepted and that innovation success is just random, and they have allowed themselves very late that they would not tolerate and in any other aspect of business. And therefore, organizations that put clear clarity on what the real job their customer hire them to do and can fall into the trap providing one size fits all solution that ultimately satisfies no one can see your customer through the job lane highlight the real competition you face, which often extend well beyond your traditional level.